Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Desiree, your best friend. Goat best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. And that's my best friend. That's my best. I need to be my own hype woman because So I'm back with another video, and this time I had you guys, if you follow me on IG, I had you guys play the Fenty Beauty snap game. 2 Fenty Beauty snap shadows, just ones that I liked. And if you looked at my Instagram stories, you were able to play for 5 days the Fenty Beauty snap game. Ooh. And so I'm going to show you guys the results of that game, and I'm going to be using those shadows you guys chose to create a look. Please don't do me, I hope y'all didn't do me wrong. Hopefully, you know, all the shadows that you guys chose, I will be able to blend into a beautiful look.
So here is an up close and personal look of the packaging. It is very nice. When you do take it out of the packaging, this is how the palette looks, and it has 6 shades in it. Very nice, as well as the shade names are also on the back of it.
Okay, so the Fenty Snap shadows do retail for $25, and I'm gonna read what it claims on the website that they do, because this is a review. I want to make sure we're getting all the bang for our buck. So they do snap together. So as I take them out of the packaging, we'll see if they snap together, which I've seen it snap together, but that would not be my reasoning for purchasing these. They are pretty small. They come with 6 shadows, and for $25 a buck, there are more palettes that give you more colors, but let me just go ahead and read what they say about it on the Fenty Beauty website. So it says, a game-changing portable mini eyeshadow palette of 6 rich blendable shades in a range of matte to shimmer finishes. Use them solo or snap together any 2 palettes to double your collection while keeping it perfectly compact. That's 12 of your fave shades all in the palm of your hand. Okay, so as I was just thinking, I was like, okay, so $25 for 6 shadows. I don't know. I'm just not going to spend $25 just for 6 shadows, especially because it's such a small mini palette. But I do see what Fenty is doing here. I noticed that a lot of their items are very compact and very travel personal. I have the Fenty Hydrating Foundation, and I believe for TSA it's 3 ounces. And their foundation is 1 ounce, which that's a normal foundation size, but a lot of they create like these mini items and mini glosses, mini highlighters, so that it's easy and you can travel with it. So I think that this was their purpose in making these little mini palettes, is that you can snap them together, compact, you can travel with them, and they don't take up space like about 3, 4, 6, 9, 12 shadows as well. As you can see, look at the size difference between snapping these palettes together in this one or even another palette, making their products very very compact, travel ready. I don't know if that was their idea in the beginning or it just came to them, but I kind of think that's cool. So in that respect, still don't think it's worth $25. I really care about, of course, pigmentation. Is it going to show up on this beautiful brown skin? Because, you know, we don't want to look ashy, okay? So we want to look classy. Classy, not ashy, okay? So yeah, I'm rambling on, but I want to make sure that these shadows, of course, it's cool they snap together. Fenty did that with their concealers and their shimmers that they put out in the beginning, but that's not worth $50 to me. So we want to make sure that everything in the product is great, so it's worth your money, okay? And talking a lot, so let's get into the rest of what this says. I love to read the how-tos of a product too, because sometimes the company is really telling you what you need to do in order to get the best performance out of the product. So on the Fenty Beauty website, it says, for best results, prep lid with Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer, which I did not pick up. So I'm just going to use an eye primer or my my concealer, which I think works just as well. Giving it a minute to set. Apply shadows using any Fenty Beauty eye brush. Use each palette solo or choose 2 of your faves and snap them together to create your own personalized portable. So before we get into this look, I'm going to need you to do one thing, okay? So go ahead and go to my channel and click subscribe. Okay. And color corrected, of course, with my Black Radiance foundation. And now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation. And this is in the shade 420. Hopefully my camera wants to zoom today. So the winners of the game, I associated each shadow with a number. Winners of it were 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, and 12. So those were shade number 2, 3, and 5 were the ones in the palette number 7. It were 8, 10, and 12. There is literally always something falling in my video. Tired of it. Anyways, 8, 10, and 12. So that is 8, 10, and 12. So I have another bronzy shimmer shade, this green shade here, and then this shade, which I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. But let the games begin.
So I did add up all the numbers for all of the days, for all 5 days. And
let's start with the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadow number 7. And I'm going to go in with the shade Takeover. I think I'm going to use that as my transition shade first. So what I do see already is that there is pretty much some fallout here. Not a big problem. Hopefully fallout means there's some great pigmentation, okay? And the shade names are on the back here. A little crazy trying to read them. So yeah, I'm going to go in with this shade first. And as I thought, wow, this shade is very, very close. I'm sorry, this shade is my skin color. Actually, interesting. Okay. In the sake of the game, I have to use it. Where's Waldo? I mean, where's Takeover? Gone, okay? Gone. I mean, you can faintly, I actually can see it. But you know what is really crazy about this right now? This shade in any other palette would be ashy. And to me, this is not reading ashy. Like, even though it is like very faded into my skin, I don't get like that ashy looking vibe from it. It like just melted into my skin. You know, almost look like I'm setting my eyes. So that's a really good thing, especially if you're brown skin and shades show up, like especially lighter shades in the palette scare us, okay? They scare us to death, okay? Please stop putting them in the palettes. They scare us and they look very ashy. And I don't know any of the word to say, crispy, crunchy, I don't what. They just don't look good on my complexion. So to see this color blend in just like seamlessly, Riri, I need your number. We're gonna get Rihanna's number anyway. One day, hey, you gotta put it out. And then I'm gonna go into the shade Fire Freak. Okay, it's a cute name. And that is this orange shade here. So this is shade number 4, shade number 4 that was chosen. So I'm gonna go in with that because I'm a creature of habit and I love oranges as a transition shade. So I'm gonna go in with that. Ooh, yes. Yes, for pigmentation, yes! Oh my god, look at that. Oh goodness, and that was like You saw that first swipe, okay? Like, I mean, before I put the second one on, you saw the first swipe, okay? That's the kind of pigmentation I'm looking for, honey. That's worth $25. Use this shade here. This was number, I don't remember what number it was, okay? But this was one of the shades that won. And this is called the shade Fatigue. Fatigue. I think I got it. Fatigue. Okay. Riri, I don't speak French, okay? Stop making this hard on me, okay? What do you call this? It is like a green. And this set is actually called Cadet. So this is definitely giving me army vibes, camo vibes. One of the shades is called Glamo Camo, which I think is cute. Why didn't you guys pick that shade? But you didn't. So I'm gonna go in with this dark green shade, and we're just gonna make this work. Just gonna to the orange matte. It is getting darker. I don't know if you see that. So as I'm first applying it, it applies light, and then it's pretty much darkening up. That is not my favorite color in this palette. That orange, Riri, you did it with the orange, okay? This color, just not for me. But there are many other shades in the palette, so let's just move on. The 3 palette again, and the next shade that was chosen was shade number 5, I believe this was, and this is called Shots Fired. To my lid, I am going for a little like sort of kind of halo eye, so I'm gonna add a little bit more just so I can go ahead and add my shimmer color. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the last shade, and well, actually not the last, the second to last shade. This was number 2 that you guys picked, and that is in the shade Heaven Scent, but it's spelled like scents, like, you know, 2 cents. Product and put it right here in the middle. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. It looks like a very like coppery shade here, but it actually has a pink reflex in it, and it's so pretty. And with my blending brush again, and go in that shade Shots Fired. So now I'm gonna go in with my 16-hour camo concealer. I guess since we're in the mood for camo, and that's called Cadet Camo, get it. I'm gonna go in with this concealer. And this is in the shade Chestnut. I usually go and set wherever I highlight it with my concealer up on my nose. Definitely my tin head. That is the most oily place. Right around my brows here as well. Kind of set my brows just a little bit. Okay, so I went ahead and finished my powdering, contoured, and then added some blush. Now I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution highlighting palette. This is the Vintage Lace collection again, and this is the Intense Metallic Cream Powder Highlight. So I'm gonna go for my lip combo. I'm gonna be using my lip liner from MAC in the shade Chestnut, my favorite brown liner. I'm gonna use that first. A disaster. I was trying to get that orange shade to work, and it literally, I had to wipe it all off and start over again. As you can see, I still have some red here. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Kinda Sexy. It's a nude, and hopefully I'll be able to get this orange lipstick to work now. It's so faint that it literally... Looks a lot more orange. So my camera did die, so I ended up finishing the rest of the look off camera. I went and added some falsies, as well as pretty much making my eyelashes kind of like a reddish orange, and added these earrings because I wanted to bring that orange shade out. That was my favorite shade from the palette. But there is one last shade to use, and that is the shade number 12. Sorry, shade number 12, and I believe that's in the shade Good Cookie. If I'm matching it up right, I believe it's the shade Good Cookie. Okay, that's actually a really pretty shade. Okay, awesome. I think the look is finished, so I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts about the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows. Oh my god, I almost forgot to snap them together. Okay. Oh, they snap like this. I thought it was a magnet. That's cool. Oh, I'm like a kid who just found a new toy. And then, oh, bomb. Okay. So yeah, so my final thoughts about the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows is the packaging. First of all, I think when I looked on the website and I was first looking at it, I thought it was a little bit basic, especially for a high-end brand like Fenty Beauty. But now that I'm actually seeing it, and actually the letters are actually silver, I actually kind of like it. It's kind of simple, but I like the silver numbers. Letters, I said letters, but it's actually numbers. But the silver numbers are actually cute, so it's not really a problem for me. And then I guess they're trying to switch up the style from the previous packaging. It's not the most creative or innovative, but hey, it's cool. So now to the shadows. The pigmentation I think was good, and I like that all of the shadows, even colors that I didn't think would blend together, really blended together. As for, you get 6 shadows in here, and then of course they snap together like this, which I think is super cool. There's the shimmers as well as the mattes were really nice. So I'm gonna have to be positive today and say you need to go out and buy these. I think if you go and buy it for $50, you get 12 shadows. And what I wanted to say too about the colors, there are a couple of colors. I went and got the deep neutrals and cadet because that's the one that stood out to me the most. I did want the peach one, but I was afraid of it being ashy. Maybe I will try it again next time. But there is a different array of colors, so I think this is a winner. Okay, Riri. Okay, baby. Bad girl, Riri. I think this is a winner. I really like this. I think I would definitely purchase this again. So I don't know if I'm either just feeling this look or just feeling like how it turned out to be, but I think these are good, especially even if you're like a person who likes everyday shadows. Okay, I feel like I'm going on and on and on. I'm talking a lot. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.